The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to walk through these indices one by one just to see what we're looking at. Here's the NASDAQ. This actually had 11-day because we bottomed here on the 11th. This had a 10-day run, okay? In 29, it was an 8-day run in the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones, and we'll get it up here in just a second, but let's do the E-mini next, okay? Here's the E-mini, and as you can see here, E-mini went up to the 50% level. In 29, it went to the 61% retracement. Now, if that's the case, we're getting ready to have a big move, A, B, C, D to the down move, folks. I don't know if it's going to happen that way, but protect yourself if you can. And, you know, I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. But it's got so many things that are happening with it that it's just flat out scary if you want to know the truth. All right, let's take a look here at the next one here, which is the Dow Jones. Get it up here. We'll do the daily on it also here, and you'll be able to see this is where the ABCD measured to the this level right up here. Now, what we were looking at for today was a high around 430.20, 430.22. The high was 431.10, and the stop would have been above that level. Right, and if we go below here, this is the key level right here. We're there right now. See, once we go below, close lower than this number right here, 428.30, that triggers the signal that I was looking for. Now the S&P and the NASDAQ and the Russell have gone down greatly, but that triggers it. So, and then your stop would go above here. So this is basically the 8-day rally that we've been watching for. Whether we're going to find out how it ends, I don't know, but you'll know by, this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If we're down big, oh my goodness, be careful, folks, because that means that we're looking at something that could be ominous. And as I say, I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. All right, let's get over here, and we want to talk about the Russell. I'll get it up here for just a second. It's been so weak all along, folks, that it was really telegraphing how bad things really were. Let's get the daily up so we can get a perspective of what we're watching here. See, it hit the 382 four times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 times yesterday. Something's wrong with that data. Because I haven't been doing much with that one today. Yeah, there it is. Hit it 1, 2, 3 times, and now we're below it. So this is all very negative. Okay, now let's go back. I told you about the dude that called me up and said I should run a hot air balloon service over in Tucson. I said, I don't even like heights. I said, I have acrophobia. I said, I don't like heights. I'm not talking about that. He said, you're just full of hot air. I said, well, that's true too. All right, let's go here. Folks, do you remember I was showing you these things? Let me just show you here what it's like. Okay, now here's the one from the 24th. Now, what day is today? The 26th. You see the volume going down and open interest going down? That means the market is weakening. If you come over here, see falling open interest, rising prices, falling open interest, market is weakening. And that's what we had going on. And I mean really weak. Now, take a look at yesterday, folks. Look at the 25th. Big up day. Look at this. Look at the volume falling off the rock and open interest dropping. Folks, this market's in big trouble. There are no more players left. That's what it seems like to me, but yeah, that's my 2 cents worth. Okay. All right, I don't even know which stocks to even look at today because they're all getting hit pretty hard. But since we're always looking at our good friend Apple, we'll take a look at Apple and Tesla and a few others, and then we'll cover some of the things. We're going to have a live trading session on Friday, folks. I hope you can join me because it's a solar eclipse day, and those are really a whole lot of fun. I can't even find Apple. I'm so moved. Okay, let's see. Here's the Apple right now. It's actually down a little bit right now on the day. It looks like. Yeah, here's the 25th. It's actually a little bit lower. That actually was a nice, let's just check and see. That was an ABCD. Let's just move it over here and see if it might have been a 382 off of something. So I can tell you right now, it's not going to be a 382 off of this, but I'm often wrong. Oh, God, look at this. What do I know? There it is right there off the high. There was a 382 on Apple right there, spot on. Wow, this stuff scares me, folks, and I'm fearless. Hold on one second. We'll get another one up here. People have asked me about Amazon. Where I am, they never heard of Amazon. Hold on. Amazon here has been, hold on, get this out of the way here. This is just a 60-minute. Let's look at this on the daily, because it's been under a great deal of pressure now. If you remember, we were expecting the market to do what it did before. You see, it's actually done that, and we went down to it. Now we've had a rally. And this is the problem, folks. This rally is very, very shallow, and it's just got a lot of things wrong with it, folks. I wish when you saw those things, when I saw those two things, Monday and Tuesday, and the stock S&P, I sent out a special video about it. I talked to 2 or 3 of my friends that have known Rich Anderson and Byron Tucker. They have never seen that the market was weakening that bad before. I mean, that's how bad it was. I mean, it was nasty, and that's why it looks pretty bad from this cheap seats that we're looking at here right now. If I'm mumbling around today, folks, you have to bear with me because I've been at this for about 13 hours and I'm a little tired, but I'm enjoying myself very, very much. And hold on, let's get up here and let's take a look at our good friend Tesla. And we'll get up here and take a look at it. Now, remember, the next 2 days are going to be really important because if we close bad on Friday, that's not what you want to see because people are going to get their statements. And guess what? It's not going to look good most of the time. Well, we'll see. Tesla. If we go below that low of the S&P, folks, that's the key. That if we do that, that's the 5,500. We go below that, that's not going to be good. Okay, now here's Tesla. It's had a nice run here. This is a 60-minute. We'll just push it over here a little bit, see how far it rallied from. Now we had a nice rally. Let's see if it stopped at a 382 just for kicks and giggles.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, He has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, this is Tesla. We've gone through a 2-week rally here. It made a 50% retracement from this high. This was a 382 right here, and there's the 50%. So it's still acting relatively well. And, you know, some of these stocks are going to fall more than others, especially the ones that have been the darling. And the biggest darling of them all has been Nvidia. I want to bring this up. And remember, folks, this statistic that Jeff Huge gave us the last time he was on last week is that the 7 stocks, hold on just a second, I got to try to find Nvidia. It starts with an N, doesn't it? There it is. It's got to be here somewhere. It's Microsoft, just a second. Nvidia, there it is right there. Get the old daily up here. But what we have to do is we have to remember that those 7 stocks are $16 trillion. Well, a little less than that today. But what the story is that that is the sum total of all the other stock markets in the world. 7 stocks, folks, run the whole Camilla. Are you kidding me? That's not good. Now, as you can see here, it's down quite a bit, but it is actually making a Gartley pattern right now. We'll just get this out of the way so you can see the thing unfold, but this is a Gartley pattern, so we'll take a quick look at it. People have asked me, that comes down a little bit lower, if there's going to be a crash. Folks, I do not know that at all. All I did was I compared the stock charts of 1929 in time and in price and what was going on at the time. There were tariffs going on at the time, okay? Hoover had been president. They had the Smoot-Hawley Act, Tariff Act, and that screwed everything up. Whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know, but it's something to think about, all right? We live in interesting times, no matter what. So that's what we're looking with Nvidia. Now, let's get over here and talk about the euro, because we're getting really close to a potential buying spot here in the euro that we've been waiting for quite some time. This is the hourly chart. What we're going to do now is go to the daily. We're going to be doing this live on Friday, folks, if you get a chance. But here's was the pullback right here. And then we had this huge run. Now we're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Very seldom do you get more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Occasionally it'll go to 8. After 8, it's an outlier event and it can go anywhere. The key is right here. You see that low that we've marked off right there? That low right there. Bada bing, bada boom, get this out of the way, because from that low to that high, there's your big daddy rabbit right there, 107. Let's just put that in here so everybody can see it. At 107.27, okay? There it is right there. Well, not quite there. Let's get it there, 107.27, and that's where the 382 comes in at that point. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to a 4-hour chart so we can see the swings really clearly. And there it is again, 1072737. That's it right there. You see the swings? I'll just blow them up so you can take, whoa, shut the front door and raise them in there. Hold on. Okay, and here's where we are right here. Okay. All right, there's where we are. There's the 382 coming in right there. That is a flat out buy, folks. If you can't buy that, don't listen to me anymore, because that's everything that I talk about. That's A, B, C, D, 382. And there's another A, B, C, D, 382. So let's just draw that one in. This is going to be, and it's not very far away. It's 30-some pips away. So it's probably going to make that very shortly. There it is right down in here. See, that's all of it's coming in right about there. You can see how close we are. So if you can't buy that, you can't buy anything. If that's the case, what we should do is go look at the US dollar and look at the opposite side of that, what's going on there. All right, let's just get the US dollar up. Where are you, US dollar? Dollar. Here we are. Now, same thing, we're going to be looking at that. Oh, God. Oh, I feel sorry for the U.S. dollar. This is, you talk about a dead cat bounce, folks. This is it. Holy cow! There's your ABCD here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-day rally, and oh my goodness, I don't even think we can match what we did the last time. This is showing you. Well, it's pretty close. Yeah, there it is. They're actual equal rallies. Okay. This one's gone a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So it's coming in here just like the other one is. So by golly, get ready for the U.S. dollar to maybe take a vacation down to Havana, because below here, that's where it's going to go. And watch for this type of action, folks, because that tells you that there's a lot of power. And we know that that means that markets are going to expand quickly to the downside, if in fact that is what's going on. All right, now the gold has still down a little bit from the high. Well, 40, 50 bucks, hasn't broken much, but still looks relatively bearish to me. Let's take a look at that trade that we were watching with GLD. We bought the puts, the April 175 puts. Let's, where are we at here? April, GLD starts with a G, right, Larry? Hold on just a minute here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where is this? Something is wrong here. Wow, what happened to this? This is stuff I've never seen before, folks. I don't know what this stuff is. I don't know what these symbols are. Holy cow, I'm in big trouble. Oh my God. I've got a real, something's wrong, folks. Uh-oh, this is not good. I mean, really not good. I'm telling you like it is, because there's none of the currencies are here. See, well, there's 1, 2, none of the big ones, but where is GLD? For heaven's sake, these are all, oh dear. Well, I'm glad I found that. Although, let's take a look at something that just made an all-time record high yesterday, folks. Let's get this up. I recommended it was going to be a sale up there around 520. This Mr. Copper, boy, this is really in bad shape now. I'm really in serious trouble. All of my New York stuff is gone. God bless America. What has happened to my... Something's got a problem here, folks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue this show or not. Let me see. I've never seen this stuff before. Wow, come on. Don't do this to me. All the data's gone. There's the data. Yay! That ain't the data that I'm used to. I don't recognize any of this stuff. There's GLD. Let's see if that's it. Wow. Oh, that's not right. Well, something's really serious wrong. Well, it looks pretty good if we did that one, because it's trading where everything's totally wrong here. This is January. Oh, so something's happened to my computer, folks. In the last 30 seconds. Let me try to refresh everything, and I'm going to have to reboot when I come back here. There it is. Yeah, there it's finally coming back. All right. Wow. Okay. All right.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, this is a chart of the crude oil over the last 10 days, and I just wanted to point out what a beautiful chart this is. It's one of the best things to trade, the crude oil, gold, and pick an index like Russell or the, not NASDAQ, because well, if you can handle the stress, go ahead. S&P is good. Or the euro, gold, and crude oil. Just trade those. You don't have to do anything else. Look at this, folks. After the bottom was made here on the 19th, you had the first A, B, C, D move, correct? Now, we know when you make an A, B, C, D move like this, and the CD leg is much larger, the first thing you have to do is to go up and make this a 1.27, all right? Because that's what the mathematics behind it is. There it is, and there's your big one here, folks. This is hourly, folks. It took almost 3/4 of the day to make a 382 retracement here. This was we were happened to be doing one like this. Look at this. It went exactly to that level right here, folks. And then we had another one right here, and we had another one right there. And then what we had was the top coming in. I'll just point it out to you because these were ones that we were paying attention to. There's actually, where is the 382? Wait a minute, is that right? No, what did I do wrong with this one? Well, like I say, I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. I know that was it. Must not have been, but yeah, because here's a 382 and it goes down to the 50% level. But there was a 382 right here last night, and I happened to be watching this, folks, because I was busy getting ready for today, of course. And from the low up to the high, an absolute perfect, comes down really sharply, 1, 2, stops there 3 times, and then away it went, and then it gave you one more chance right there, okay? And put that one in there just so you can see it. This is for strong trending markets, folks. It doesn't work in everything, but in strong trending markets, there it is again, and there's your big prize, 1.618. That's the sum total of this. AB equals CD. There it is right there. Got another ABCD in behind that. And that's why this was such a big top. Now, it hasn't moved very much, but that's $500. And in thinking about it, it's relatively a pretty good move. Now, here's some of the trades that I was looking at for today. Let me come up here and show you. One was this one right here, which was soybean oil. I'd like to get down to where it's real simple. There's our ABCD pattern here in soybean oil, correct? Now, we know that if you have a big move like this coming out of point C, all right, you got to extend that. So all you have to do is to take this and move it over to the 127 category, and there it is, right there. The high was 43.09. You can find this in any of the Elliott Wave books, I'm sure. Haven't read many of them, but this is what's happened now. And there was your sale. Your stop would have been 43.38 or something like that, risking about $180. Now it's backed off just a little bit, not doing too much. In fact, the back off today was probably 382. Let's just double check. From the low down here up to the high, shut the front door and raise the rent, and there it is right there at 42.49, right on the money. Can't beat that 382 in strong trending markets, folks. It's a really, really good one, okay? So there's where we are right here. Wow, they're really beating up this Dow Jones now, aren't they? 46.92, holy cow. Well, folks, let's get to talk a little bit about what I studied, because it looks like it's going to happen, and be careful. The reasoning for it is very simple, in my opinion, is right here. Jeff Hughes brought this to our attention. This is margin, folks. And if you'll read Burns on Friday, there was the largest weekly influx of money in 10 months from new people, or people adding money, $43 billion in different categories in just 1 week. You can see here, this is how margin is expanded, folks. You see this right here, it's actually up here somewhere. That's what the real number is, because this was done November of 2024, and here we are in March of, 24 plus 1, 25. So this is why, and this is, you can see what happened here. Look, it was the dot-com bubble, right? Look at the real estate bubble. Look where we are now. Hello, operator. Like Jeff, what is his name? Stan Harley said, this is a monumental cycle coming in here, and it's rocking and rolling pretty good as we see it unfolding. Now, here was something I was preparing for this morning, and that was with the Dow Jones, because we had this is the last few days, you see 24th, 25th, 26th, and it had been the strongest. Here's where it closed. Okay, it was early in the morning of the 26th right here. It was about 2 in the morning here. And when it took off, we were expecting to get to this level right here. And the high was 43117. And that so far it's backed off. I just saw it trading at 42.60, so it's had a big. They're not taking any prisoners today, folks. But the problem is the prison's full, and I don't know what the hell's going to happen next. This means something, in my opinion, because look what we're having today. We're having one of these type of days already today. Now, what if this capitulates to the downside? Hey, maybe it's the greatest buying opportunity of all time. Don't know that. But it's done everything. It's taken out the previous day, 11 days up, exactly 618. In fact, that dude that from, I forget where he was from, that did this same thing, and I'll show it to you. I think this is the one. Yeah, this was done a long time ago, but it showed what happened. You know, this is exactly the same thing, only it was all blank chart, is all I had. But we took out the low of August, okay? Market ran up to the September 3rd, took that out, rallied up to 618, and then it started down. Look how we're starting down today, folks, if this is it. This is not something not to pay attention to. So just, protect yourself. That's it. Maybe the market will even close higher today. God only knows, and she's not telling today, that's for sure. All right, let's move over, and I wanted to go over one other thing here about the gold market. Wow. This is the one that I think has one of the one of the best potentials of anything that we've seen in a while. This is the ratios. Now we got to 43065. Okay, that's on the long-term weekly. Okay, if we went and looked at this on the really long run, this is the monthly chart going back. This is when I first started buying gold at. I was doing it back in the 70s with Drexel Burnham, but my grandson was born here, and I bought him some coins there on his birthday in August of 01, and this word we're up to above 3,100, 3,000 now. Bear with me, folks.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we are taking a look at the gold here. We got as high as 30.65. We're not very far off from the top, and we still could make another high up there, I suppose. But that was the last thing that I had. The thing that I'm talking about is the fact that when we topped in 2011 at 1900, okay, in this is when we were in Hong Kong at the Money Show, and from that day right here, in those 20 days, folks, it dropped from 1900 down to 550. It dropped $400 an ounce. Now, if you bring that forward to where we are at 3,000, that means that gold could drop $1,000 an ounce in a month and still be in the same, bullish camp. Now, this didn't bottom until December of 2016. So I still think gold is bullish, but I think it's getting ready for a pretty big correction. Now let's get up here and try to answer some questions that people have had here. Okay, we're trading at 427.42 here in the S&P. We got as low as 426.70. All right, the others are going down to, where do we got over here? What's this getting hit? Oh, natural gas. Oh, shut the front door. This is such a great thing to trade, folks. It's just really amazing. Look at this right here. I'm going to be trading live on Friday, and I'm going to be trading one of these things because this thing's got, it's just flat. It's like a storybook. I mean, it makes all these beautiful, look at it, comes within, look at this, within $50 of that. And there's your 382 retracement right here. Look at it, folks, that's $700 and that's in 30 minutes. Give me a break. Where do you get stuff like that? I mean, that's just awesome. Anyway, that's what we're watching here today. Okay, now let's see how the soybean oil's doing. It's still hanging in there, okay? And, the wheat. I want to talk to you about the wheat because wheat was another one that we were watching for today. And my game plan was, and I did do it, I was watching wheat and I said, look, there is a beautiful ABCD here pattern on the weekly or on this 4-minute chart that right after the opening, I should be able to make a couple of bucks. So I bought it here at 40. And it ran up here to 44. And what I did was I moved my stop so that I wouldn't lose anything. And I put it in here. And then it went all the way down and then all the way back up. And guess what? I just used the reverse thinking given to us by Mark Douglas and Jesse Livermore. And if you'll know from the high that you made right back here, you want to be watching for the 61% retracement. There it was right there. So I took a little nibble at it here, and now it's moving to the downside. Folks, I had to do something to keep my mind off of what the stocks were doing, okay? Because I was thinking maybe it was going to happen, but some of the time I didn't even look, folks. I actually did not look at what was going on. I really didn't care. Didn't make any difference to me at all, all right? So it did make some difference because I know a lot of the folks here are involved in that, and I hope they're making a couple bucks and that they'll help their neighbors and everybody else as they're doing this. But this is why we're watching it here today. Now, I have a question about one of the stocks that just getting, and this is one of the reasons why I've been so darn bearish. Oh, no, it's not this. Oh, please, what are they doing to me on this data? This is not my data. Something's wrong. Oh, man. I don't even recognize what this stuff is. I don't know what this is. This is Now this I recognize. Yeah, but it's all off center. Okay, let me take a quick look here to show you the Hang. See, the Hang Seng is not even in here. Wow, this is not good. What am I going to do now? You know, all of my frustrations in this business comes from this computer. I wish we go back to Wells Fargo ticker tapes is what I wish we'd go to. Western Union, wasn't Wells Fargo, Western Union ticker tapes, but I don't know where this stuff comes from, folks. I've never Bradley. I don't have anything in Bradley in this thing here. All of my data is wrong. Well, I don't know what to do. Let me just add another chart in here. Maybe it'll pop up. I don't know. Look at VIX. I didn't put a VIX in here. There's something really seriously wrong with the computer. I don't know what it is. Nope. Now there's my data right there. Now I see what's happened. Let's get to corn, all right? Let's get the corn right up here and take a look at it, because I think we're going to have a buy in corn here on Friday. This is the May corn. Now remember, folks, they're planting that stuff now, and usually there's going to be a few, I don't want to answer that because I don't know what that is, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Anyway, look what we have going here. I hope it's not who I think it is, because the phone's never going to stop ringing. Hold on 1 second. Here we go from this level right here down to this level right there, and we should be looking to be a buyer corn maybe here on Friday. That's who it is. Hold on 1 second. Anyway, we'll get here and get this out of the way. We'll see what's going on here. Hold on. Okay, sorry folks, I'm here by myself today, so I don't have anyone to answer the phone or anything. There's the number right there at 448. We're a nickel away. We're going to try to do this on Friday if it's here, because that would be a really nice one. But given the volatility we got going in all these other markets, who knows what's going to happen? And that's another reason that we've got to be really super, really super careful. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at soybean meal. That's one that I certainly do like. At least I figured out what was wrong here. All right, and this is my traveling computer, which is also my home computer. Now we're going to take a look at soybean meal. We'll look at July. Hope we get down to there. Woo, we're going to be there again, folks. We're going to have a friendly hello and a goodbye on soybean meal coming in here just very, very shortly. Now here's where we are. This will be something that I will want to be buying on Friday, because soybean meal is very, very important in everybody's diet and everything. And they're going to test these lows here, because this is only a couple bucks away. So we have the rest of the day today and Thursday, and then Friday they're going to come down to this level right here. This would set up an absolute beautiful, just clean this out here. You'll see that was the 382 right here. We'll just draw that in, and then you'll see where we're going to be coming in from. There's your high. There's your exact 382. That's going to tell us that we're going to have, guess what, boys and girls, an A, B equal to C, a D. Now, this is really good. Now, that's down $14. Well, that's possible to get there, because if they get these lows out, which is only $3 away, that's most probably where it's going to be going. So if we get there on Friday, this would be what I would call the trade of the month of April, and April's not even here for a few more days. This is, I like this pattern, because we're not going to stop feeding meal and stuff and whatever. All right, we're going to, oh my goodness, the bell's almost ready to ring. 877-927-6648. Stay tuned, folks.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, there were 2 parts to this thing from the cycle that I'm looking at. The first part is this. We had the rally. Okay, 8-day rally, took out the low here. All right, this was equivalent to August 29, September 29. Here's where we are. Now, when we get below this, that's when the proverbial, you know what, hits the fan. So there's a lot of things to do in here. Now, if this is going to be a cycle like I think it is, it's going to have trading regularly coming in here into Thursday and Friday and maybe even into early Monday. But once we start getting down near this level, this is where you're going to have to decide whether you want to play the game with the big boys up on the porch, or you want to stand aside and watch it on TV like I'm going to do. So that's what I'd be watching here very, very closely as you see this. Now, as we're speaking, we're very close to that number in the old euro. As you can see, we're getting very, very close. So watch this number tomorrow, folks, or today, 107,342. That's a 382. It's what it'll do. It's got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Oh my goodness, I've lost my marbles. I'm just tired, folks. I love you guys, but boy, today was tough to get through because I wasn't prepared. I've been so darn busy working with some folks, and I'm training someone that's going to be one of the great ones. But anyway, this is what we're watching here in the euro. Take a good shot at it. 107.30, somewhere in that ballpark. You know, we'll have to risk about 40 pips or $400. And then it's got a pretty good chance of doing something pretty exciting, I would think, okay? So that's what we're paying attention to. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. We're trying to have Mike Moore as our guest tomorrow. And then Friday we have the live trading session, and I'll be doing a show after that because we have the solar eclipse day, and that's always exciting, okay? So we'll see you tomorrow, and may God bless.